Hello there everyone, and welcome back to Rome 2 Total War with the Caesar and Gaul campaign using the Gods of War mod pack, which you can find on the Steam Workshop. So, since last time, last time we ambushed the enemy force there, they completely scattered where one force actually retreated way off here, and then we pursued this one that retreated further. And by that I actually realized that the Nervi and the Germans were actually at war, because this force actually moved out to smite that little one that I chased away. And this time around, as we can see, we're laying siege to Tricum, and I'm gonna take Regalius, actually move him around to attack the king to make sure that he does not retreat. Oh, look at that. There's another force over here. However, we cannot reach them. Doesn't really matter, because we're gonna end this. And I mean, is there even a point to fighting this? I have 6,000 Romans against barely 3,000 of these levies and others. So I think we'll go ahead and out-resolve this. It'll probably be, 6,400 against barely 3,000. And we'll go aggressive. And we'll just stab the bastard in the eye, and boom! The region is ours. We only lost 300 men. I doubt I could have made made such a wonderful attack. Interesting how it's almost all the buildings are like war buildings they've built here. 10 plus melee attack. That is pretty good though. That would be pretty darn good. Oh, what's this? Upgrade. Third armor. Armored shields. And why is that? Prodding grounds. Armorer. Which we don't have. But... oh, I guess that's... ah, nice. Okay, how much is that going to cost to upgrade the entire army? About 10,000 is what it's going to cost. So maybe if we just focus in on... I like how that 300 casualties almost entirely somehow located itself to this one cohort. If we take all these cohorts, then it's going to cost me 6,000 to upgrade their shields. Armor level 2, which is pretty darn great. And I think we're going to do something similar over here. And that's gonna go 7,000. Luckily I've saved up quite a bit of cash. I think what we'll do is we'll now tear this down. I think the reason is because I can't have it at level 3. I'll probably have it at level 2. Let's see. Upon recruitment in all provinces. Does that mean that even Mark Antony's units? Yes! So maybe before we tear level 3 down, we'll make sure that everyone has level 3. Which cost me all the saved up money I had. But that was probably worth it. And now we're gonna tear everything down. And we're gonna see what these... I'm expecting these guys to attack me. And they've got 3 full stacks. So that's gonna be one hell of a battle. Should really strike at them before they are able to coordinate all 3 of their forces. But yeah, we just came off the siege. Let's go ahead and end turn and see what we can do. Back after the end turn, and the Germans actually did us a solid, and they actually... What's this? Household. A poet. Minor bonus to diplomatic with all with cultural affinity. Right, so basically no one then. The Germans did us a solid by actually destroying that force that was there.
How can
I think if my spy moves out, maybe you can see something. There's a lot of Germanic agents here. If they're ready to take this over. We got the Germanic king here, which I'm kind of keen on capturing him. But then again, I don't want to follow him until absurdum. He actually went out of our range. I'm wondering if... Well, now that I have the entire province, I should be able to... Ah, okay, so I cannot have an edict here because I have edicts in other places. Right, what I could actually do here is I could upgrade the arms level to increase the melee attack by similar to what I did with the shields. So my armor was upgraded a lot on these, and now I could instead build here a blacksmith to upgrade the arms instead, to have us do a lot more damage that way. I think we're gonna build... Is that gonna give Squalor? Yeah, it's gonna give Squalor. We need something to combat the Squalor, which is Consecrated Ground. Is the one I think that gives the... yeah, we're not gonna go through that right now. Okay, so what we're thinking about the Nervi, because I kind of want to hit them hard to force them back. Also, I'm sending my spy. Let's see. There she is. Because the Averni do have a slight border against one of their enemies, namely the Gallic Confederation. So we're going to move over there and see what's going on over there. At the same time, I got this spy moving to check out if we could basically cause some revolts or something over here. Oh, you know what I just noticed? The Averni... Oh no, it's not the Averni, but the allies of the Averni have actually invaded England. So... let's go over to this map. We can see that the allies of the Averni have captured part of England. Right. It would also be interesting to see what we could learn from over here. So have our spy figure out these 4-5 provinces.
At your command.
I think we'll keep close
At once.
in this area.
A thinking man is dangerous.
And I once again in turn to see what we can do against these guys. And then maybe what I'll do is we'll actually release one of these provinces not to have an edict. I'm gonna cancel the edict over here, and that's gonna allow me to have a Romanizing edict here to make sure that we can switch from Germanic culture to Latin culture, which should enable replenishment. Also, the auxiliary barracks here actually provide legionnaires, so should be no problem in reinforcing. With that said, we're gonna go ahead and end turn and see what yet another turn brings us. Right, that end turn has come and gone. Our hidden agents have been exposed. Someone gained notoriety. These events don't seem to do anything, so I don't even know why they're there. The Germans went ahead and attacked and took this. And we still have this force here. And as we move closer, this region actually falls
I shall rest a while.
to the Gallic Confederation.
I
So the
serve
Gallic
only
Confederation,
you.
oh, they gained ground here as well. So they are actually gaining ground on the Averni, taking 2 provinces within 1 turn. At the same time, we are
Ready for battle.
now getting reinforcements over here. And we're kind of waiting on what's going to go down here and in between them and the Germans before we make a play to possibly taking this province then. But as I've said, I really want to go against the Averni instead. Trained gained and edict issued in the Helvetia province, which should quickly turn this province Latin. We really want the battle, don't we? So I'll try to figure that out. This episode has probably gone on quite long. For quite long already. Right, I was feeling that this was being too much of a talkative and strategic movement really in this episode. We need a battle, and you know, since the objectives right now are to control, let's see, a number of provinces against sort of towards the German side of things. This is one of the provinces that I need to take for this or these 3 areas I need to take as part of the current quest. So yeah, I mean, I have the armies, we have the capabilities of taking this, so why not? So we're gonna start off by marching Caesar up and laying siege.
Laying siege to the settlement.
And then we're gonna bring up Regalius as the second one. And I think that it's best to have him come reinforced right behind Caesar. And with that said, we have the battle for this episode. And yeah, without further ado, let's crush these barbarians. Right, and there we are on the battlefield. We got Caesar in front and the 10th in front of him, so we'll take a look at them. We haven't seen the 10th before. And then there's 2 specific units within the 10th that are a bit larger, which is the first of the 10th. So the first cohort of the 10th Legion, which are these guys right here. And then it even, oh look at that, it even says on the little flag thing, the 10th Legion. And then we have the first cohort right here. So 2 elite units and a lot larger in size than the others. Barbarians coming on strong, so I need the first Legion to quickly close the gap here and join the fight, putting their barbarians on the flank with the archers in the back next to Regalius. And we can see that there's quite the mighty force of enemies out there. There's probably gonna be quite a bit of... Oh, I just... Ah, that's a shame. It doesn't actually select all of the 10th, or I guess because this is the first cohort, then when you click on it, yeah, you don't get the others. We're gonna tell everyone not to fire. And the thing is, you know what? Guard mode isn't that good. Oftentimes I have trouble having the legionaries follow their targets. Like follow, chase down the barbarians.
Ready and waiting.
So we're not gonna do that. we've got a single enemy cavalry unit, but it's noble cavalry, so they'll just make mincemeat out of my light barbarian cavalry. So the light cavalry should really be going to chase down all of these archers and shit. They're also really coming on, like, they're not coming on in any organized form. We're gonna see this force right here striking us before the rest of their main force. And now they were hit by the ballistas, I believe. But that's good, I guess, that they're not that organized, because that means gives me time to get the first legion into place. Okay, we got a charge coming on.
Brave Romans to a man.
By the noble horse, possibly. They're getting hit by the catapults. Hopefully they'll actually strike. Okay, these will go into counter
formation.
cavalry tactics.
On the go.
Let's see if I can hit them once
Into position.
before. Before they reach the cohort. We only lost 3 men in the charge, so anti-cavalry formation definitely works.
Fire at anyone. Come on now.
I'm gonna tell them to throw the pilas to hit these guys in the back, hopefully destroying the unit as it retreats. Kinda don't want to see these guys again. So they lost a large part of their unit there.
Wait your command.
We've got archers now,
Horse
and
men.
with the enemy
Light
cavalry
horse.
basically broken up,
Missiles ready.
most of the enemy force is actually concentrating towards here, kinda next to the 10th.
Ready.
We'll have the barbarians moving up. Unfortunately, I don't think there's going to be a lot of close-up shots of the battle. A lot of this is like weaker units, with the enemy actually being completely sent away from this area.
Legionaries.
We've got quite a bit of ground to
Fire at anyone. Mark your target.
see if you guys can throw a bit of peel on these guys. Get rid of them. Yeah, I think we can fairly easily say that those guys are gone. Alright, I will enable everyone to throw at this point. And then I think we'll try to gain ground on the enemy as quickly as possible to avoid having all these archers causing so much trouble for us. But I kinda don't, right now it's that I want them closer together before I charge. So we have our barbarians coming in here. The cavalry did their job, running down these archers. We got 2 archers over there. We're gonna dispatch one of the cavalry units to go over there. The other 2 is gonna go after that one. And why wait for the enemy to come to us? No, that's too far away. You will flank like that. And then these 3 will march up like that. We're hitting someone over there. We're hitting someone over there. These guys are throwing the pila over the heads of these. Second wind, regroup, rally and inspire, rally. There's so many abilities of the general unit. Really don't like the general unit on foot because it's so hard to actually look at all the, you know, sphere and whatever, all of his abilities. Gonna have the cavalry redraw there. Okay, so everything's kind of going according to plan. The legionnaires striking over there. Kind of want to attack their general, which is over there. And these 2 we go after that one. That tribes unit over there.
Legionary.
Cavalry will pull back. These three will attack there, with these two pulling forwards. We'll hold the line here, but these guys will swing up. We've got our barbarian units over there. Cavalry will go back. General will inspire. This one has taken lots of damage.
Ready and waiting. Ready. Engage. Your orders. Charge. Ready and waiting.
Move forwards.
Legionaries.
Seek out the enemy for battle.
Mounted death.
Cavalry go after that unit.
Legionaries.
Cohorts go after that one.
Warriors. We hunger for blood.
Turn up behind that general.
Skirmishers.
Cut him down. Skirmishers pull back. These two cut that guy down. You cut that. Caesar, move north.
Your orders.
These move forward, where these three
Legionaries. Stay on alert.
will attack. These two
At your service.
will attack there. This one,
Legionaries. And speed.
Regalias, need to move in and join that fight. These three move forward. All of these move forward. Two to that one. Two to that one. Barbarians. I think we just lost that cavalry unit over there by mismanagement. I missed him and he was in the open, ready to be destroyed. General unit over here is getting hit by throwing spears from that side, and then the barbarian unit attacking from either side. You're done there, so you can move out. Cavalry is chasing down some archers. Most of the legionnaires are moving forward. We're actually possibly getting flanked there. Let's see, who's this? What unit is this? Oh, there, it's the general. General move forward with his men. Caesar comes join his legions. 4 cohorts of the 10th moving that way. I think catapults have played out their part, so that I tell them to hold fire. Enemy general was killed off, so we can move away over there. Cavalry, not actually chase that one down. Move over here. We've got lots of archers here, and then let's see if we can't get some close-ups. The battle goes so quickly. I mean, the battle is kind of won by my side, and we have we've only been playing this battle for about 7 minutes. And I think one of the sub-mods that was there, I'm not entirely sure if they actually work, all of them. Because one of the sub-mods in that thing is, I just subscribed to all of them without looking what it was. Which is a great way to apply mods. And kind of what I noticed when I looked through a lot of them is that I wasn't really feeling that all of them were operational, as it were. I mean, even with slow motion, the battle has gone really quick, hasn't it? 7 minutes, 10 minutes at this point.
Legatus! Riders at the double!
And we have a battle that includes, I mean, thousands of men.
Legionaries! Charge! Melee infantry!
The big battles are really cool, but it's
Our horses love blood!
really hard to control everything. Didn't I tell the catapults to hold fire? And you don't get really those close-ups and stuff. And it's very easy to lose the grip of the battle, like what's happening and so forth. And I think we won there. with only one enemy unit still remaining up here.
By your command. Roar! Bows!
You can shoot after those guys, and you can shoot down those. So we're following Caesar.
Like to be proud of you, men. That was hot work.
And then we have victory after about 10 minutes. We crushed an army of about 8,000 barbarians. And hopefully we took tons of slaves. Right, let's go back to the campaign map then. And there we have it. The battle lasted for about 10 minutes. We had 6,600 of our own with 7,000 enemies. We lost 1,700, the enemy lost 6,000 men. Only 1,000 of the enemy remained. We managed to achieve 5,000 kills compared to the enemy's 1,600. 800 men were taken prisoner. Which is wonderful. We see the Prima cohort actually lost a lot of men. And but it looks like all units survived of ours, so that's good. And we're gonna occupy the region.
At your command.
Caesar gets a
Orders.
new rank. So he's 6th. That means that Regalius is actually a higher rank than Caesar, which is weird. Local province tax for local province is not that. What have I given you, Caesar? Battle rhythm. Let's add something maybe. Attrition loss under siege. Defense rolling. This was actually pretty good, I thought, that one. It gave a lot of extra points. So 8% armor for all units. 5% melee attack and 25 ammo for all units. Which means that, say, a few of these units get 100. Now this guy has 100 in melee attack, which I think outstrips all the barbarians, even the good ones. Right, I think that's the end of it. But I really want to turn my attention away from this and turn it towards the Averni. What has happened since there is actually kind of an active conflict up here is that they popped up a different nation here for just a while, which the Hammer people, the Vivicini, went in and took. So it's kind of splitting up, and it's kind of fracturing the Averni, which is good, but they're allied with the Averni, so it doesn't matter that much, but still. And there is an active conflict back and forwards over here. Now I'm hoping that the Averni will be starting losing here, so that we can turn on the Averni. But yeah, this is what happened this episode. And yeah, we'll end it right here, and hopefully you guys enjoyed it. See ya!